Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. I think things are going well. We're definitely going to win this game a lot later than we have traditionally won games, and a lot of that has to do with me just kind of screwing around and learning mechanics. These guys are kind of unusual, but I really like this K mechanic. Like, a lot of games, a lot of 4X games have in them the faction that wants to always be expanding, and they try a bunch of different ways to do that. Like, the way they do it with the Cravers is interesting, where you burn out your planets, so new systems are always going to be more valuable than old systems. But I think this is a really clever way of doing it, making it so that conquering is the way that you get a resource that is required to actually settle new systems. Is a really neat take. This has become more expensive. The cost of this is going to go up if we keep conquering stuff. Okay, like I said, what I would really like is to have more than 40k left after taking this settle action. We still don't actually have the ability to mine adamantium. But in the next 2 turns, I want to figure this out, because I would love to be mining adamantium so that we could actually get that tractor beam. I wonder, is there adamantium on the market? There is, and it's not very much, but it's enough. Okay, do we have enough stuff to sell? Yeah, we totally do. So, like, sell this garbage, sell these. How much exactly would it be? Well, we don't need 13, right? We need... The retrofit cost is 16 adamantium? Yeah. Okay, 16 adamantium, and we still have to have 1700 dust left. So, if I grab 11 adamantium and then sell some more stuff... Right, because we can go pretty hard on this, like... Bam. Okay. Now we have a tractor beam. Now we're going to get some fighting done. And in fact, this next attack is going to be great, because we're going to get to take out this fleet, provided, of course, that the Juggernaut's capable of handling that on its own, which I will just hope is the case. let's be really hopeful. So we could specialize this up. But I can't change what kind of Juggernaut it is now, right? I can't make it a. I mean, I guess it's... Yeah, there's no way for me to switch it into being a... what do you call it? A military behemoth, as far as I can tell. So we need to get neural robotics. What do we have queued up here? We need neural robotics. Of course, we want behemoth exploitation too, both to open up the next level of system development so that we can start getting Transvine into our developments, but also because we need to move our faction quest forward. And then, what we really need next, actually, is universal aerodynamics. We need more command points so that we can fold the Juggernaut into a fleet that has other stuff in it, instead of having it be all by itself. And then we can just rampage around the galaxy, destroying stuff and melting down enemy garrisons and stuff. I guess I wouldn't really want to mess with the economic behemoth too much. It's serving a pretty important role. We're going to hit end turn, and then we're going to just mash the heck out of the attack button on this Juggernaut, because as soon as we can start a fight here, I want to. We are going to fight something. They can't all get away. Come on. Open up this button. Take that glass panel away. Okay, we managed to start the fight. It tried to throw a pop-up at me and everything. This is just dirty pool, doing everything in its power to disrupt me.
You're one of our favorite fish in
What's
this?
Yes, we're great friends, you and I. Hey, ships. Okay, there we go. Sometimes things are reluctant to follow orders. Merge you guys up. I'm a little worried about all of the blue ships that were over here a second ago. Lots of people still getting born. Turns out everybody loves the military. We have enemies incoming and enemies fleeing. Alright. Let's do battle, and we are definitely going to watch this. We don't really have a lot of tech to apply here. We're pretty much just rolling at them with our big scary ship. I want to see this Juggernaut in action. Look at the size of it. So hopefully it'll send the bombers out to start fighting the other flotillas right away while we turn the guns on their medium flotilla. They're going to try to start pretty far away. This is... Wait, what is this? Oh, that's their hero ship. There's my... Why? Look at the size of him. So, presumably, these bombers are going to be pretty powerful, or I guess maybe just pretty numerous. Seeing a lot of missiles incoming, some of which will get destroyed, but we are just going to take some hits. Fortunately, we have a huge amount of health. They are getting through, though. Where are the bombers? They're so tiny relative to this thing that I wouldn't... There we go. There's some. They're coming. Okay, we managed to take that thing down, even though we are fighting at extremely non-optimal range. So this is a bad place for the bombers to be going. I appreciate them going to other flotillas, but the fact that our bombers chose to focus on a single small ship rather than, you know, fighting actual enemies really sucks. We're taking a little bit of a beating here. The bullet weapons are keeping some of it out. We have really good hull plating. Not that we actually have any hull plating items, we just have, like, a big, thick hull. And yeah, even though our range is still bad, just sometimes you can overcome bad tactics and bad range with just sheer numbers. Like the actual DPS output of the bullets on this thing. Although it does have to hit the enemies for that to matter. Seems to be doing a lot of missing right now. Okay, the bombers are finally on their way over to the flotilla they should have attacked first. I don't know if there's a way to, like, influence the AI of the bombers. Because obviously, we can't give any direct orders to anything, but, like, I wonder if there's something you can do with your ship that will cause the bombers to want to go to places where they're more effective, rather than picking a target, I assume, completely at random. I can't imagine any other targeting system that would have led them to attack the tiny ship first. Man, we're not actually even going to finish this thing off. What a terrible battle. And it's all those bombers' fault. This is what happens when you let the AI decide targeting. Well, now those guys are going to run away. Let's see, we can come down here and grab this guy. I'm going to figure out, what do we want to do with these ships? Do I want to return over here and head toward Pixis? I think so. I think we're all going to go to Bonnie. I know I just had a ship fly from Bonnie to Gano to join the fleet. Oh, okay. As soon as I do that, the very instant I did that, the AI got abusive about it. Alright, that's fine. I'll go to Gano and wait for you there. We lost almost 30,000 health during that battle, but fortunately, 10% repair per turn is a huge raw value of hit points. Okay, am I actually going to do this? Here's a question, like, should we wait? We should probably wait, right? I should wait until I actually have the KE to commit this. Because I don't want to put down and have it actually, like, drawing food off of another colony for a long time. Especially given how long it would take the ships to arrive. Alright, these worlds are pretty okay. Maybe I should have the colony ship come over here, actually. Just grab this, this system that nobody else seems to be aware of. I really want Harrow, though. Actually, Akima... Hold on a second. Adamantian and Orichalcix. The toxic and Arctic world, though. We don't really need Adamantian that badly. Like, we just needed a little bit to get that one thing done. I think this is probably still right. That does suck, though. This ash planet is a little bit more livable. Yeah, I don't know. If we're gonna take something down here, because we can inhabit all three of these planets right now, and also I don't have the KE to start the colony at this second anyway, so sure, I guess come down this way. We gotta grab some extra stuff if we're gonna have a chance of actually winning an expansion victory here. Dominance. Domination? Whatever it's called. Supremacy. You know, the name of the expansion. And we may just have to take Heracles here and accept that our approval level is going to drop low enough that it's going to be a huge pain for a little while. Because I really do want to have Adamantian income, at least. Like, we're not desperate for the stuff. No, we try to select you and put you in guard mode before the enemy arrives. Oh, it turns out it's going to take them an extra turn to get over here anyway. Alright, so that ended, and we discovered... Well, that's not amazing. This is the unthinkable, in a factory, still running. A dust duplicator. Sadly, the original motes of some special sort of dust are long gone, but the blueprints and settings should allow you a few profitable years. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is not... Profitable is maybe too big a word for that. Oh hey, and the Academy quest has begun. The Academy, and the heroes who refine their skills there, can turn the tides of battles and vastly enrich systems. It is not surprising, therefore, that all civilizations in this galaxy secretly desire insight into and control over that powerful establishment. There are also, however, some peoples for whom the Academy is an insult and an abomination. Chief among these are the hardline conservatives of the Vodyani, for it is said that the leader of the Academy has an ancient religious dispute with them. These rumors appear to be true, as splinter fleets of Vodyani extremists are appearing around the galaxy to come together and attack the Academy. If they succeed, the place and its founder are likely to be destroyed, and its secrets lost. So, there's going to be a bunch of Vodyani rebel fleets. We'll destroy them if they show up near us, and if they don't, we won't. I'm not even going to devote any brain space to that at all. Alright, well, we'll meet up with the remaining kites that are coming in here, and yeah, I guess we'll head through Placidus to Pixis. I probably won't even bother grabbing Placidus. We'll get it later. And once we have Behemoth Exploitation 2 up, we can actually have the Economic Behemoth move us forward on the faction quest. And an election, we're going to stick with the militarists for now. Our next observance is convert population into K. You know what? Actually, absolutely a thing we're going to do this time. There are definitely places that are bumped up against their population cap where we could afford to produce a little bit of K. Alright, let's let these dudes arrive over here. Juggernaut's almost back at full health. Okay, so... yeah, again, there's not really a move here other than... let's just get up on their faces, and hopefully the bombers will do the right thing this time. We don't really need to watch this. Okay, good stuff. 1.8. I'll take it. These guys are coming in to get destroyed. I will say that a bunch of small ships probably runs the best chance of defeating this thing. Like, 8 combat points worth of small ships is probably better than 8 combat points worth of larger stuff. So, what do we want to do here? We can pop the 2 Hawks out and put 2 kites in. Yeah, do that for now. I guess the Kestrel isn't really that important, because the Kestrel's main job is to draw fire. So maybe the Kestrel can go in this army, and I would rather have a good Hawk in this one, because here we're already actually totally good with stuff for the enemy to shoot at. We probably just wait right here for a minute. Here, we definitely don't want to engage in any blood rituals. There is growth yet to do, and growth worth doing. We still need the Arctic world. Yeah, predictive logistics is pretty good here, though. Down on Hadar, let's pull Ancestral Reverence and get predictive logistics going here as well. And also, I suppose, the Spin Project. I mean, this actually doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's get predictive logistics established. I know I'm cutting a bunch of stuff off of the homeworld, but, like, we need to get our actual industry stuff established. Yes, that's a good place for us to do that. How are we doing on population on Kionos? Still growing, but growing pretty rapidly. I think we can afford a blood ritual once or twice. So we'll let that happen for one turn. And then buy this. I'm just going to buy it out now. That's fine. So drone networks followed by... It's a cold, sterile world. I guess sustainable farms? Whatever. I mean, the whole point of having Heracles is the mining. I don't really care about the population there. Does Dobrinya... Yes, Dobrinya does need this as soon as we can get it. We can probably go ahead and finish the AI labor first. I mean, the AI labor is certainly going to make this faster. Okay, so I think we're all set on that stuff. Acellus is just going to have to finish its wonder with its own resources. Kamos. Okay, we're working on Kamos. We're getting there. This actually should probably be before the crop seeding, given how quickly we're reproducing. And then I think when our colony ship gets to Estra, we're going to go ahead and start the settle. We can make this work. Oh hey, one of the planets in this system at first appears to be lifeless and poor in resources. A second scan at higher power, however, reveals that the entire planet is a hologram, and in fact there's something hiding beneath the cleverly constructed camouflage. Well, this is an extremely low cost to pay for a free technology. So, as always, analyze the planet. I don't know if anybody has ever picked ignore on this event. Alright, so what's the best way to deal with this situation? Like, a big part of the problem is they just have too many ships. We're going to be able to take that military behemoth out pretty easily, I think. Is it going to run? No, it doesn't have enough health to run. So it'll actually die. That's good for us. Yeah, they just have too many fleets. It's not that their fleets are dangerous, it's that they're too numerous. Alright, so now we have access to the better mining probes. We need to refit our economic behemoth with one of those. Oh, never mind. The tech that had one turn left still has one turn left. Do I want to blood ritual again? Probably. Like, we actually have a lot of KE that we need to make up here. I've been attacked at Bonnie. This should be pretty easy. So this thing wants to be at long range. Yeah, we want to do get lucky. And this is a very easy, very fast fight. And we have created some encounter remains to search. We may as well throw those at the front here. Actual battle gave us a full 10. Awesome. And, you know, science and dust. Killing these guys is the only way we're going to remain solvent. Let's have you guys head out. You need to stir up some trouble. I do not think this should be difficult. I am kind of curious to watch it happen, though. So these guys are all... Okay, they're mostly using energy weapons. Or, sorry, energy defenses, but missile weapons. So, we can shoot a lot of their missile weapons down, but the downside about this is that it's just going to be a lot of total missiles. I'm a little worried that we may actually suffer some serious damage here. I don't know that I think they can get through my, like 45,000 remaining health. But we are actually going to get hit by a lot of missiles here, and that makes me nervous. Also, the bomber is a bad tool for this. And we're starting at long range, so it's going to be... Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. I cannot take a lot of those volleys, actually. Actually pretty worrying. Like, am I going to lose my Juggernaut worrying? The bombers are... you know, they're headed out. They're gonna very, very slowly do damage over here. As we close in, like once the range closes up, yeah, all of a sudden our damage is gonna shoot up here. Yeah, we took a lot of damage on this. We very nearly lost a Juggernaut there. What is your rate of repair? It's just 10% per turn no matter what. Wow, yeah, under 4,000 health. I should have been more cautious there. 67,000 dust? Okay, this thing's gonna have to chill for a little while. So you got some pirates attacking us. That's inconvenient. I mean, the Juggernaut can go over and kill one pirate ship, though. Right? Now I'm nervous. Yeah, it has 107 damage. Or 107 offensive abstraction. We can go shoot this thing down, and I believe we will remain... Yeah, we're still repairing because we're still within the friendly aura here. Okay, these guys should probably go with you, and the economic behemoth needs to have its design fiddled with a little bit. We need... Oh no, sorry. We need to wait one more turn is what we need to do. I have enough science now for this to actually be completed, thanks to the battles, but... 1.7? Come on, man. At least we're back up to a real value. So we still have to take Hidel, we still have to take Nalin. Those are both things that should happen, but I wanted to establish a base way out here that we can use to maybe grab some of this stuff. It's a shame we can't build portals. I feel that way with every non-Vaulter faction. Okay, let's have at these pirates. Obviously, we don't need to watch this. Should be essentially no damage here. Even if that is a missile ship that starts us at long range, we still will not actually take any damage because we'll kill the missiles before they hit us. Alright, well, it's a little bit of value. Is this actually 0? It is actually 0. Okay. I was hoping that it was maybe just like a percentage, or a fraction of a point, you know. Okay, the Vaulters and the Unfallen have teamed together. This does nothing for us. A thread of discontent has been growing in the population, as some voters believe the galaxy is even more dangerous than it appears. You are under pressure to turn your policies and investments to more military uses. How? How could I possibly? I can't even begin to fathom what you guys might be thinking I should be doing. Alright, so we discovered... Oh, hey! Free Prowler in the wreckage around Bonnie. That's kind of cool, I guess. That thing needs to get blown up. Hey, Prowler, go get it. This might not actually work for us, is what I was thinking. You know, there's a missile ship, we have a bullet ship. It'll be fine. It was not fine. It was a grave defeat where we dealt actually 0 damage. Sorry, I dealt 300 damage. What, did I just fail to hit all of the... I guess we're partly missiles, partly lasers. We just, at no point did we destroy a full volley of missiles. Okay, well, apparently that Prowler wasn't very valuable anyway. We can get a point of K from that, which is nice. And then now we can actually fiddle with this thing, right? So let's... I need to take one of these out just for a moment, really. Okay, apply that design, and then we can't employ a mining drone on any planet where we are colonizing, so we need to go over here. Right, the quest is to produce 4 strategic resources per turn with the behemoth for 10 turns. That actually should be... A single firing of this new probe should do that, right? Also, did I not... Right, I fixed the design and then didn't hit the retrofit button. Okay, well, we'll fix it there. But the new drone works for 12 turns and provides 225% of the deposit value. So what is the deposit value here? It's 2? Yeah. So yeah, that'll work. Alright. We have a ton of stuff that needs fixing here. AI labor is gonna get pretty good. So this will be 40 right now. AI labor will be 40 when we have 4 population on Gemini 1. But we definitely don't want to move any population because this is where all the food is for reproducing. So, given our rate of birth, I think it makes sense to go predictive into AI labor rather than the other way around. Over here on Kionos, I think I'm going to blood ritual one more time. On Gano, already built all the food stuff, huh? Well, I mean, just keep working on it. And here we can afford to blood ritual a bunch of times, actually. I guess we have to be a little bit careful blood ritualing on Libra, because we don't really want to lose Riftborn. We can't ever get any more. Yeah, I wonder how it picks which point of population it'll be. Well, I guess we'll find out. Alright, so I think we just head straight to Pixis, right? We can stop and try to catch these guys here. Well, I mean, whatever we're doing. Let's attack this and get our 1 point of KU when he flees. Because we could take Placidus pretty easily, but I also don't know that it's worth spending manpower on it. We really want to go straight to Pixis. So the only question left is, do we wait, catch this fleet, and blow it up? I think the answer to that is yes. Let's get in defense mode here. So we hit, is that 10 Tikkanen? It is. So 10 is not going to be meaningful. If we got to 20, what would we get? Faster defense growth. Not really even worth thinking about. Okay, we are being sieged now by people who should be... Boy, that's a lot of arcs all up in my territory. We're going to go and have some words with the Vodyani.
This contact is unwelcome. For what reason do you interrupt our crusade?
Because of all the crusading is why I have feelings about the crusading. Okay.
Whatever that
Alright,
requires.
well, we are going to denounce them rather than covering up because I am not losing 20 KE over this. And then, yeah, I am going to formally close my borders on them. Fortunately, we have enough influence to basically do whatever we want diplomatically.
The actions of demons and infidels no longer surprise me.
Demons? Well, I guess I can see what she's talking about. We kind of look like demons. We have enough diplomatic pressure here to make some demands. So let's... Oh, we're still basic. Okay, I guess we gotta wait a turn or two before we have access to the good demands. That's fine. I am comfortable doing that. So we don't need that stuff anymore. So that should kick them out of our territory. I don't know exactly where it will put them. Yeah, it turns out I failed the competitive quest. No big surprise there. Yeah, I'm eager to be able to fold this Juggernaut into a fleet with other stuff. We could have the Juggernaut go crusading a little bit on its own, but I think it's best it come back to Placidus. Man, a big fleet with the Juggernaut, with the tractor beam, like... It's going to be very, very difficult for the AI to fight us in the way that the AI usually fights us once we're able to get this tractor beam committed to battle a little bit more. Okay, you, I actually have to retrofit. There we go. Now you're ready to do the thing.
It is refreshing to see that we are not the only sentients in the galaxy.
Wow, all the way up to cordial. It requires a great deal of structure and order to build ships and execute business across the galaxy, and all of that while handling the affairs of billions of citizens. Precision and control are paramount. Without them, things could crumble into chaos. A terrifying thought. However, there is an agent of chaos loose in the galaxy, a strange being from a little-known species, known only as the Photobomber. His pranks, thefts, and intrusions are destabilizing financial institutions and police forces on many systems. Every time the law comes close, the Photobomber slips away to appear somewhere else, in a new disguise, peddling new tricks and stealing new treats. I mean, how mad can I be about a guy who's just on endless intergalactic Halloween? It is time to put an end to this, apparently. It is time to impose a bit of order on the Photobomber's worrying activities. The governments of the galaxy have pooled their forces to bring him to justice. Whoever manages to pinpoint this slippery character will get the best of the donated rewards. Okay, so, there's a bunch of curiosities that have just been spawned. Whoever explores most of them will get some hydromiel, which is whatever, some adamantium, which is a fine reward, and then the cleaver beam, which is an energy weapon that kills an unusually large amount of crew per hit. I do think that the cleaver is very powerful. So let's, hold on, let's pin this. Where are these curiosities? Okay, a couple of them are really far away. One's on Genimos. That's inconvenient for me. Wow, they're almost all on this side of the galaxy. Something deep in Craver space. Okay. And one's on Beerus. Well, the good news for us is we don't have to think about this quest anymore. Because there's basically no chance we're getting it. And, let's do the thing, right? Want to put down on Estra 3, probably? 4-4 versus... Oh, no, 4-10. The Autopelagic Life is providing just a little bit of extra food. Yeah, okay. So we're going to have to pay a lot of KE for this one. And you, I guess you're just going to start firing off probes. Let's see what we can see from our new perch here. Kionos could probably use a little bit of time to regenerate population. But also, we really need a lot more KE. You know, blood rituals. Non-stop gladiatorial nonsense, just like keep going. So there are 6 Riftborn here now. I didn't actually note the number of Riftborn last turn, which I definitely should have. Man, it would be cool if we could be friends with the Vaulters and they could just like hold the bottleneck for us and then we could just take over everything else over here. I guess we gotta leave the Unfallen in place. But that's really it, right? Those are the only people we have to care about. Look at this. Look at this cowardice. They wait until we've passed the turn to move in. Bunch of jerks is what they are. Okay, I don't think there's any battle plan for us that's going to be better than Get Lucky. These are energy defense ships with largely energy weapons. This guy is on torpedoes. Okay, so the small Phantom should actually be kind of difficult for us to beat. We would like to match the flagship and the Hawk against the Wraith, which I guess affects whether we want to do Get Lucky or Team Spirit. And Team Spirit does give us benefits like right away, because these guys only have 6 command points and cannot access their 3rd flotilla. So yeah, maybe we do something like this, honestly. I don't know if I want to hang that guy out to dry by himself, but like that? Because I think that the AI is going to run the Wraith in this flotilla. Just a feeling I have that's a total guess, but it is a guess based on a lot of experience fighting the AI. Okay. We spent a lot of time thinking about a thing they were definitely just going to run away from there. Yep, and because they waited until after we hit end turn, we don't get to actually use our movement for the turn to begin the chase. That's some stuff a player would not necessarily get away with. Feels a little bit like poor sportsmanship to me. Alright, well, we'll meet you at Pixis. And yeah, I'm just going to keep doing this. Also known as the Izukiza, it is a giant public sacrifice to the gods and ancestors. Citizens, criminals, and prisoners of war are often among those who sacrifice themselves voluntarily in return for prestige, family honor, gifts to their kin, and a brief moment of glory. I felt more comfortable about it before I read it. But I think we're going to keep doing it. Zubin, we can do it again here too, now that we've finished the thing we were building. Alright, and who keeps sending me messages? The Riftborn and the Lumeris teamed up. That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, I'm not actually afraid of the Lumeris. I don't even actually know where they are. We'll make peace with them eventually. Okay, and over on Libra, still 6 Riftborn. So, there's something else. Oh, Chain Gang. You know, pressing people into the army. That trades a population unit for stuff. And I believe the way that's been explained to me is that it, you lose the unit, whatever unit of population is the type that would have next been produced by the natural food output, which means if this works the same way, then we will never lose a unit of Riftborn to it, because it will always be something that could naturally reproduce. So we're just gonna hit the KE cap and then buy out our settlement down there, and then hit the KE, just like keep sacrificing people. We probably don't have the Juggernaut actually enter this area just yet. This is an annoying thing for them to have done, but, I mean, we'll deal with it. Probably we'll just take it over via influence. Oh, speaking of taking things over via influence, we should have a chat with some of the other players. Oh, the system is already being guarded. Okay, well, let's munch this little dude. Unfortunately, we actually would get more KE here if he retreated than we're going to get from this battle. Okay, and for some reason that's taking forever to finish figuring out the only thing that could possibly happen, so we'll come back to that in a moment. Here we go. Yeah, no KE at all. A shame. We're being attacked at Hixis by a big unfallen fleet? Excuse me? Hold on a second. There's something going on here that I don't fully understand. Okay, they're at war with the Riftborn too. I guess they want me to buzz off.
The ways of the forests and the heart are ancient.
This is inconvenient to me.
To discern them.
Okay, hold on. Let's not talk to him. He's crazy.
Speak.
She's very
You will
reasonable.
see
We're going to
that
talk to
our
her.
trials have not hardened our hearts.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we're going to do this. This isn't going to affect that ongoing battle there. But, just so that there's no further shenanigans.
I am pleased that we could come to an agreement.
Okay, now let's deal with this. It looks like we're projected to win. So they have 2 coordinators and a hunter. Medium attack ship. 1836, 1330. So, considerably better defenses than our ships have. It is a bullet ship. These guys are also going to want to close range. Like, we're going to get benefits. We're going to win this battle, and we're going to get stuff out of winning this battle. But it's also going to decrease our strength and make it harder for us to continue fighting the Riftborn, which is very annoying. And I get it. They're trying to take all the value for themselves, but very annoying. All right, yeah. Keep blood ritualing. We're gonna spend a little bit here. I'm going to do it on Kionos too, because we are about to go and do this thing. What's this gotten down to? 74! So, still almost everything. Well, let's do it. It is a hot world. Put down sustainable farms, and then like that. Okay, over here on Bonnie. Yep, blood rituals here as well. Dobrynia. Let's keep growing on Dobrynia. And Zubin can definitely also have even more blood rituals. This is a good observance. This is a good, strong observance. So what else do I want to do here? Well, I guess we're going to have to resolve that. The non-Tikkanen citizens of your empire have always tolerated an uneasy relationship with their insectoid compatriots. But now, several well-publicized examples of Tikkanen aggression have threatened to entirely destabilize the balance. Many fear the Tikkanen are devolving back to their wilder nature, and attacks will only worsen. They demand a response. So, these are both, like, completely meaningless. These rewards, the 5k I like. So, possess a ship with 48,000 offensive military power. Sorry, 48 what? 48,872. So, okay, that's doable. We could outfit this with better weapons. Once we develop better weapons. Or have 4,750 manpower in your empire. I'm assuming that's over our current cap? Yeah. But we're already doing research in this area. So yeah, just pushing up to the next tier would do it. We're going to get more manpower deployment limit here, but yeah, we need to. So we need to do this and then 2 more researches on this tier, basically, to get that. I'm comfortable going for that, actually. We're pretty committed to this military stuff, we may as well finish the job. You know what? Let's get the Obliterator blueprints because I'm very curious about them. Even though I think it's not necessarily a thing we're going to use. And then the Core Cracker is over here. Seems, unless they've made some major changes to it, the Core Cracker is effectively useless. Because once you're at the point where you can build a fleet that can use a Core Cracker, the amount of time it takes to charge a Core Cracker, you could just take over the system in that amount of time. Like, if they're going to let you have a fleet in orbit for that long, you can just fill it with siege modules or something. So we could pick up better bombers. Nope, these are both fighters, different types of fighters. Pick up deniable operations, which would give us access to even more XP on ship fleets. The blast effect battery is actually quite good. It's just a big AoE weapon that fires infrequently, but immediately upon battle starting, and does damage to the entire enemy force. Or everything in its flotilla, anyway. Yeah, you know what? Let's pick up Deniable Operations as the other one. And do I want to grab Deep Space Personnel first to cut the cost? Just give us access to... Well, no, I don't need Boarding Pod Basic, because we already have advanced pods by then. I do think it's kind of strange how the basic boarding pod tech is not the facilitator for the advanced boarding pod tech. So here, how do I think they're going to run things here? Let's take this to the advanced screen. They're probably just going to put one of these in each flotilla, right? So basically, I'm trying to guess where's the fire ship, because I would like the fire ship to be opposed by my small ships. Yeah, let's get lucky, and we're going to do it like this. We'll lose our small ships, but the fire ship then will be much less effective against our other ships because it won't be able to get close range on them. Alright. Let's see. So they have some bombers. They did not take their third flotilla. They're allowed to, though, right? They do. Yeah, they have 10 command points. And also a hero. So they're going to try to close to close. That's unfortunate. They did put the fire ship mid, though, and that's good for us. I mean, just a little bit here. Well, hopefully we can get enough damage out from these things before they manage to close on us. Yeah, we're getting... That fire ship's taking damage really quickly. Or, sorry, this is not the fire ship. The fire ship's over here. What am I thinking? I just saw the way things were set up, and it looks like this guy can't shoot. Great. Flight paths are terrible, man. In fact, neither of my side flotillas can fire on their medium. At all. So they just get a ton of free damage. This sucks. And if the two ships had been on this side, we'd be in much better shape here. Because now I'm going to get to fire out of this but it's not going to be enough damage to do... Well, whoa, hold on. Maybe it is. Nope, never mind. It's dead. And these guys just never get to shoot. So awesome. The debris drifting silently through the void is a reminder of a minor engagement where Caspar defeated SB, during which 6 ships were destroyed and 1,400 people lost their lives. That's just incredibly annoying. There's no way to influence the flight paths, as far as I'm aware. You just lose battles sometimes for no reason. Okay, well, we got some KE out of it. You get to cap this off, and we're about to get Battlefield Grandmaster, which always feels good. So it looks like the Unfallen are going to take Pixis. I'm fine with that, I think. We can just head back to Placidus and this. There's no reason for us to have that ourselves. We may have to take it from them eventually, but not right this second. So what do they have over here? Spirit and 3 smaller ships. I'm trying to figure out when it's going to be safe for me to send the Juggernaut after them. And I think the answer is we need a little bit more time. A little bit more healing. Oh, sure, we have this still. I think I'm going to go ahead and go for this. Because that's something we're going after anyway. Alright, yep, that's it. I can't believe this is still a thing. Why is there still a pirate base here? And part of the problem is there's always AI navies here, so I know if I go over, I'm just going to get in a fight anyway. Maybe we'll send the economic behemoth in with them and just burn down the defenses on that garrison real quick and take it. Okay, so we're at 28.5k. It's a rough situation for the moment. They might attack before we leave. Actually, we should probably attack before we leave. A kite? There's 2 kites and 2 smalls versus that. Yeah, we should win this. They're probably, in fact, just going to run, right? Okay, we'll meet you down there. That's 1 more K for us. Also, a lot of blood ritual.
It's refreshing to see that we are not the only sentients in the...
Okay, so our hero around Kamos has stopped getting double XP. It might be a good idea to pull him now. Is his assignment cooldown? Yeah, his assignment cooldown is up. We could just have him hang out with the Juggernaut. Yeah, okay, let's do that. We can give the Juggernaut a little bit of an assist. What do we want to do with his weapons and stuff? So the Juggernaut is... The fact that this thing's present, I think, will mean that we have all 3 flotillas unlocked. So we can just always put him in a different flotilla. He's on half ion torpedoes and half high eye slugs. That's definitely wrong. First of all, we definitely do that. Secondly, the Juggernaut's using bullet weapons. So this'll mix it up with his fleet. What do I want to do with his support slot? We don't really need titanium probes. We don't need a kinetics enhancer, that's for sure. This doesn't really help that much, like 15% repairs on a ship this week. Not actually a lot of extra health. I guess an advanced siege support module, so we can we can't actually hold on. Let's do this, because that we have the dust for. Then I'm gonna go make some sails real quick here. We certainly don't need that stuff. Okay, there we go. Now his ship's actually tricked out. And We have level 3 modernization available. I sort of spaced. So let's figure this out. I definitely want to put Transvine in there. The question is, what else? We could do more Eden Incense. We have some Jadonics income. It's not as much, though. We have Amianthoid income, and we don't have a lot of it, but also because it's a higher tier resource, we won't need as much for each bonus. Yeah, maybe we just do Eden Incense because we have so much, even though it's useless. Well, hold on. Let me see what luxuries are available on the marketplace. There's actually a lot of Jadonics available. The thing is, we don't really need the influence from the Eden Incense anymore, so I think I am going to go like this. And we're just going to have to buy some Jadonics sometimes. Cannot afford one mining probe. How long is it going to take for this thing to come back? It's got a 5-turn cooldown, and unfortunately there's no way for us to see where it is in the cooldown. So I guess just chill here for a while. We have a lot of sacrifices to continue making here. On Gano, we need to build what? This is not super useful, but alright. We will want these eventually, once we actually have the ability to mine Quadronix. And on Libra, we're definitely doing blood rituals. On Kionos, yep, still doing blood rituals. Any place that I thought was okay for a blood ritual last time, I probably think is okay for a blood ritual this time. We gotta get our KE back up to a reasonable level. Also, we're about to get this wonder. I cannot believe the AI didn't bother to pick this up. Alright, so we need to take Placidus, and then Pleone, or Pleone maybe, is the next target, I think. We'll get Imnos after that, and then maybe that big blue planet down by the Vaulters, if they haven't grabbed it yet. My real concern here is that we're going to find the Unfallen sit here and prevent us from attacking, but then also don't attack themselves. So we did this. Oh, hey, 5k associated with that. That's pretty handy. Also, I did what? Oh, I gained control over the constellation Lupus. Did I? Huh. Somebody else lost control of something, I guess, to push me over the top, since I definitely didn't gain anything. But it doesn't seem like anything changed hands? I don't know. Whatever. They are rooting our system up. That's not a big deal if we're friends. Let me think. How much K do we actually need? Hold on. Let's do this space battle over here. See if they just run away. Oh, yeah, they're gonna just run away. We don't need to watch that. That's only one. Kionos probably does not need to do Blood Ritual again. So, yeah, actually, Expanded Minds is good now that we have this income. Let them grow a little bit. Acellus needs some new orders. Still can't inhabit this toxic world. We actually have some stuff that needs to be built here, though. It's been a little while since we've had had time to build things here. Been doing a lot of weird stuff with that system. Zubin can probably do another one. What do we want on Bonnie? We still need some colonization techs, man. I need to, yeah, I guess we can do mining stuff. I need to maybe back up a little bit and grab some basic colonization stuff. So for Bonnie, it's Arctic. What are we talking about in terms of research time? Probably not very much, right? These are lower tier now. It's like 2 turns. Well, I'm going to let this finish because I really want the extra command points in our fleet. We don't... I think need to get any desert worlds? We definitely do need to get toxic worlds. Okay. Wait, did that actually... No. Get over here. Alright, there we go. And we should finish we should finish the Citadel blueprints. We should actually let that happen. It's going to slow down our military advancement a little bit, but it's certainly worth it. Okay, one more blood ritual. So what do we have? We have 2 of those queued, or is it 3? No, 2. Okay, that's fine. That'll put us over the highest approval threshold. So what else are we going to do? We're waiting on this. Like, we do need to actually colonize more stuff. And so maybe I should still be going super hard on the blood rituals so that we can afford to colonize Nalin and, like, buy it out quickly. We need to think about, like, Lekim and Naus and Phaeton and Ikema. It's a lot of expansion. We're talking about a lot of expansion. What are we at right now? 12. And we need 32 to be able to win by a Supremacy victory? Sorry, a Conquest victory? Yeah, I don't know. This may not really be feasible. It may be that I started paying attention to victory stuff too late because I was fiddling around with new mechanics too much. In my defense, it is fun to fiddle around with new mechanics. So yeah, let's do one more turn here, and then we'll call the video. We made some good progress. We figured out what's up with the Unfallen, and what's up is they just needed somebody to practice their violence on. Okay, new tactic slots available. I do wish that had a different icon than the notification that somebody is approaching a win condition, because that's what I thought that was. Let's have these guys head over to Gano in preparation for heading over to Libra. How you doing, Juggernaut? 70k? That's probably good enough. Man, that thing's health has gotten alright. Okay, here we're definitely going to have at these dudes because they're super injured. And we don't need to watch this happen. We know how this is going to go. My hero's going to kind of die. We're probably going to lose the kite. Nope, hero didn't even actually bottom out on health. And 2.2k. That worked out alright. This is going to take a year. But also, with a fleet this small, we can't really just dive on them. Do you have your... Nope, still don't have your mining probe. Oh, that cooldown is actually showing us the remaining cooldown, because now it says 3 turns. Well, that's going to happen eventually, probably. Over here... We do need to start making the tier 3 upgrades, so we should focus those on places where the population is high. Like here. Actually, we should definitely do this, right? So, what are we talking about in terms of money? 2 turns or 300 each. That's a little more expensive than I would like. I guess we can wait the 2 turns while we focus on other things for the moment. So I guess we can go ahead and do this just so that we'll be prepared to build that in more places. We also do need the improved mining. And this is pretty weak here. Let's not bother with that just yet. Over on Zubin, you know, still use a couple more blood rituals. Just 1 or 2 more quick blood rituals, if you don't mind. Alright, and we're making some useful researches now. Let's hit our near its population cap. Not really. Yeah, this can wait until after we get the mines. What about other places where we have planets available? We're not close to our population cap here. Like, I should definitely be on this planet. We're still working on Acellus, and Gemini is a toxic world. Okay, so we're working on that as well. Also just food in general. Okay, well, in a lot of ways we're making progress. It's probably progress that is too slow, but it's still progress. So I think that is going to have to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time. We're still going to blow stuff up. We're just going to blow more stuff up with the Juggernaut. That's my primary concern, is just blowing up everything in Riftborn space. and then we can call that a moral victory at the very least. And we'll see you then.